Hi guys, a lot of you requested a tutorial for my camo textures set, so let's jump right into it. As always, this pack is super affordable and can build countless color combinations. If you'd like to purchase it, the links will be in the description below. Let's begin. The first thing you'll see is that there are 17 camo designs, each with 3 brush options. Starting with Tonal, which gives you a full texture in shades of the same color. Next is the base brush, which gives you the same exact design without the background. This gives you the option to combine it with any color, outside of the main color range. And last, the accent brush, which allows you the option to combine a third color to the print. You'll notice that this brush is very light, however you can build up saturation by layering up. Let me show you how this brush can add a pop of a different color to the other two. Simply choose a color and paint over the tonal or the base brush. Now I will give you a step on some classic and more fun color variations, using the color palette that I used for the images on the listing. If you'd like me to send you this color palette for free, follow the link below. Let's work with Camo Brush number 1 Tonal. Notice how I chose brown, and it gives a finished look in brown shades. If you want to add another color, simply use the corresponding accent brush. Now let's do a multicolor version. Choose again Camo Brush number 1, but start with the one labeled Base. Next, switch to the Camo One Brush accent version in green. Next, let's switch to a layer underneath and add a background color. Here, use any basic paintbrush you like, and paint with a color you'd like to see on the lightest spots of the pattern. Here are some other background color options. Remember to keep the background solid color in a separate layer so you can find the perfect shade without starting from zero. Now, let's work with Camo Brush number 13. The messier the pattern, the more colors you can add. Let me show you how. Let's start with the tonal brush using the sand color. Add a layer and pick up the accent brush in dark brown and paint. Next, create a new layer and slide it in between. Choose green from the color palette and continuing to use the same accent brush, paint using random strokes. Now let's create a colorway with a background that's changeable. Starting with a new layer, use the base brush option in dark brown. Next, let's add some green using the accent brush. Add a layer under both colors, pick up a basic paintbrush in the color of your choice, and let's add a background shade. And last but not least, I will add a 4th color. Because I want this color to be just some highlights, I want to keep it peeking from behind my browns and greens. So I created a layer right on top of the solid background, chose a bright shade, in this case white, and using the accent brush I painted scattered strokes. Let's do one last one. This is a foliage style and it gets a little bit trickier, but I just love the look. Start with Camo Brush number 16, tonal version in dark brown. Add a layer underneath and add a background color using a basic paintbrush. Next, we are going to pick up the corresponding accent brush, and using the same brown we used prior, go over and add depth to the pattern. Layer up as much as you like. Here, I wasn't loving the green, so I switched up the background to a sand color. Now we will do another version of this pattern, starting with the base brush. Add a layer, switch brushes, and pick up a color. I started with the sand but wanted more contrast, so I switched to dark brown. I wanted even more highs and lows, so I layered up while painting. With this particular brush, I wasn't 100% sure on my colors, so I created a new layer before switching to the accent brush to add some green. Keep layering up until you are happy with the results. Next, I added a background color. And I finished it off by adding back some depth, using the accent brush in dark brown. If you'd like more of the green peeking through, you can do a more scattered pattern while painting. You can also choose a very dark green shade instead of dark brown. And last but not least, let's add green to the previous render. Switch to the accent brush and layer up for pops of color. Don't worry if it looks too bright, as we will tone it down after. Without switching from the accent brush we just used, let's add depth using dark brown. Layer up until you are happy with the results. And voila! I hope you liked this video, and if you found it useful, be sure to like and subscribe for more. I will be focusing on new tutorials in the following months, so stay tuned. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next video.